Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We've already gone through in our live stream that you guys can see up above here what we've seen in the gameplay trailer, but what you haven't seen yet necessarily is the blog post that EA released like about 3 or 4 hours after the fact, going over some of the major features. And this is some of the major features of the gameplay trailer, a little bit more in depth, and we're going to go over some of the top things that you guys should know. And the best part on the offensive side of the ball that I think is huge, I think is probably, matter of fact, will be number one. And I'm curious to see if this will come to Madden as well. I don't know if this will or not, but it's called Custom Stems, a new feature that allows you to adjust the distance of a receiver's route. So when you're hot routing, you can press L1 or LB to start adjusting. You can move the left stick to modify the distance by a single yard or the D-pad in 5-yard increments. You can see the route update in real time. Simply release L1 or LB to confirm your settings and you're all set. So you can, if you want to run a 7-yard hitch, you can run a 7-yard hitch. That part will be fun, and I think that the home field advantage stuff will play into that as well, whether or not you'll be able to communicate with your wide receiver. Oh, I thought it was a 4-yard hitch. Oh, I thought it was a 12-yard in. Like that kind of stuff. I hope that part of it gets added to make the home field advantage that much better. The number one thing I think that we should all understand is this is not going to play like Madden. We're going to make some comparisons in this game to things that are similar like Madden, but this game is going to play entirely independent of Madden. They built it from the ground up to be totally different, and you can see it here in this first cut. I'm excited to see how that'll play because a lot of the time in Madden, I feel like it's actually the running and the movement is great, but the speed of the NCAA game is going to be even better. Traditionally NCAA has always been faster than Madden, I feel like, in gameplay, so I think this will be really good. We've already talked about wear and tear. Don't expect him to be 100% if he throws it 40 times in the first game. The option game is something that I have not run a ton in 14. If you guys watch some of the streams, we don't run a ton of option. It was a broken mechanic towards the end of the game, and it would always, we'd always fumble the ball. Without fail, we'd always fumble the ball. But with this, you can hold down L1 or LB for a strong pitch, suitable when there's ample space between you and the approaching defender. And then you can obviously still fake pitch by double tapping L1 or LB. The thing that I like the most out of this graphic right here is that the quarterback, it's not that he feels stuck in the mud, but it feels like the acceleration attribute is actually going to matter. I noticed it in, I believe it was the Florida. There's a GIF that we'll see later of the Florida players. And I feel like that quarterback, like taking a few steps to get going, like that acceleration rating is going to really matter. It's going to really determine whether or not you can run the option effectively, because guys are going to, you're going to be able to create space. If you have a high acceleration quarterback, he's going to be able to create space early on, and I love that. The new AI logic they have added in says that they have the new read key animations, and they now consider more realistic contexts when deciding to crash or stay at home. For instance, they're more likely to stay at home and play the quarterback. They're more likely to stay at home and play the quarterback when on the wide hash marks. And conversely, when the offense is close to the first down, they'll play the dive back more often. So basically, it's going to be, you're not going to be able to run to the wide side of the field with the read option every single time like you could in the old games. If they, there was no real choice, it was just random. You can also have the ability to bluff whether they're going to play the quarterback or the running back. So if your buddy's doing it and you want to stop him, you can bluff and then get him. You can also now disguise play calls as well. Use the right stick in formation view to command your secondary to position in a range of cunningly disguised looks. You can go from cover 0 blitz to cover 4. You can do all kinds of different stuff. That way you'll be able to give off different looks in game. There is no base alignment. They said with the removal of base alignment, we wanted to put our time and effort into improving alignment, along with giving players the ability to disguise your coverages. There is no more lining up in base or auto aligning in base like you could in Madden, or even in NCAA 14, you can auto align in base. You can't auto align in base, but you can do. And then abilities, the biggest thing is people need to understand that these are going to be more like badges in 2K than they are going to be like true X factors in Madden. So with this being said, like for example, you are going to have 4 different tiers of them. There is bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. For example, like you can here with Option King, it says slight accuracy on quick pitches for bronze. For silver, you're going to get moderate accuracy and you're going to get a speed increase on those pitches. And then gold, it says significant accuracy, speed, increases on pitches, wear and tear, and on option plays. And then Platinum, they've said, I feel like some people have said that the Platinum is going to be difficult to obtain because they're going to be very OP. I mean, some of these, KO is still in the game. We talked about it not being a Madden reskin. The concept of KO still exists, unfortunately. I know a lot of people were mad on Twitter about that, and I get that. As somebody who doesn't play a ton of Madden but play some, I get the KO and those kind of things. They can be slightly OP. So hopefully, you're not going to be facing anybody in your dynasty that has 8 abilities that are all platinum, which, by the way, the maximum you can have for any one player is 8. We are introducing 80 abilities. So then, for example, you are going to be able to see like a guy like Travis Hunter, who as of now is listed as a 95 overall. We'll see if that stays true to form. They are split into 2 categories as well, between mentals and physicals. He has gold, double dip, silver, layout, recoup, 50-50, and sure hands for his physicals. And then fan favorite, best friend, and clear headed, bronze, silver, silver. So basically platinum is going to require a lot like 2K, something that we can see here. Platinum is going to require 95 deep route, and it's at 91 currently. So in order to get platinum, you're going to have to hit those attribute thresholds, which will be, very similar to the 2K badge system where you got to have 83 point to do this, or, whatever it may be. Pre-snap recognition will be another thing. You will be able to just go through the disguises, like we said with this ability screen. Field general can identify the blitzers and all this stuff. That's on the offensive side of the ball. There will be a defensive side of the ball as well. It says, though this will be expanded upon later in the Dynasty Deep Dive, we have introduced coach abilities with gameplay effects. These abilities will have significant impacts on major features such as confidence and composure, home field advantage, and play styles, just to name a few. So your coach will matter. Your coaching tree will come down to important stuff in game, just like it did in 14. In 14, you can max out your coaching tree. Now it's a little different with 11 different ways to do it, with 3 different archetypes for your coaches. So this is exactly what you're going to be able to see pre-play. You're going to be able to see, as we zoom in here, you can see the D-line, you can see the quarterbacks, you can see all the stuff that's available. And then you can also see composure, blocking matchups, wear and tear. You'll be able to see pre-snap every single play what is going on with your players, like if you need to take somebody out or what it may be. Good shot of Boone Pickens Stadium here, and you will be able to see that the abilities, you can see that the 5 physical and the 3 mental, you can see you can automatically pop those open as well. Be able to see those pre-snap for your players. I assume you won't be able to see them for your opponent's players. The one thing I did notice that I really like on the defensive side of the ball, it says that the risk factor associated with run commit has been toned down as well. Traditionally, the risk was conceding a touchdown if the offense opted for the pass, with the reward potentially being a tackle for loss. Now this mechanic only affects the defenders positioned in the box. If you've only got 6 in the box and you run commit, only those 6 guys are going to be the ones that are affected. So the main objective of 25 with the passing game was to be able to layer the ball. Whether or not you can throw it, hum it in there, your quarterback's pass strength rating will be more than just, can I throw a 70-yard deep ball? It will be, can I throw that 12-yard out route? Can I get that past the corner? It says this includes everything from dropping the ball in the bucket to your tight end, between the linebacker and free safety, to throwing a bullet on a 12-yard dig route. These new trajectory changes really allow you to throw your receiver open. And you can see the different types of passes here. And there will be a meter up above, similar to the MLB The Show pitching meter, where you want to time it at the top of the route and you want to be able to be accurate with it. There will be a red bar if you go beyond that yellow bar to the red bar, and it will lead to incompletions. On the start of a pass, you will notice 3 colors, blue, yellow, and red. The sizes of these sections depend on your quarterback's attributes, abilities, throw distance, and other factors that impact accuracy, such as being pressured. Accurate ball while landing in the yellow could mean more uncertainty for your ideal target. Red is potential inaccuracy. The longer you stay in the red, the greater the penalty. Keep in mind that not all red sections are equal. Quarterbacks with weaker arms or low accuracy ratings will have larger red sections. It's very similar to green bars in 2K as well. You're going to have a longer window for 2K green bar. This time it's NCAA. This is also for the defensive side of the ball. So we've already talked about the offensive side of the ball. I think the defensive side of the ball, the new feature that they are adding called the switch stick, as you guys can see here, is going to change things drastically. You can just automatically, with the flip of your right stick, control a different player. Instead of pressing circle, you can go and control that player and then go make the interception, as USC does here to Michigan, which warms my beautiful, beautiful Buckeye heart to see something like this. We might just keep watching this on loop forever. A deep pass between BYU and West Virginia as he rolls out. You can just automatically come and play the ball. Perfect timing user pick, which is all we ever have. In our dynasty, all we ever have is perfect timing user picks. I love to see it. Love to see it. Man, does this game look incredible or what, though? Like, seriously. How perfect does this game look right now? Like, I know that is a still shot, but that just looks like real life. And I've never wanted to say, oh, video games look 100% like real life. That looks real. I know you guys are just as excited as I am for CFB 25 to drop. I will put this in the description below. You guys can sort through it. There's a ton more that I didn't even get a chance to go over in this video, but I will include that in the description. And if you have not, come on over to a Twitch stream or a YouTube stream. We stream NCAA 14 revamped 3 times a week with our Nevada dynasty right now. We did start in New Mexico a long time ago with our Nevada dynasty. Feel free to hop in there. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, drop a comment. If you thought this video sucked, please tell me. Tell me if you think this video sucked. If you thought it was great, tell me. I appreciate you guys. And as always, show up, show out, and you might get a shout out. I'll see you guys.